as Kocee, but real name is Njang Collins. Credit Alert is like the tune now. You know, it resonates with us on different levels, and you just got a snippet of that. Kocee featuring Patty Rankin. Guess what, guys? Kocee joins us live on the morning brief this morning. Kocee, how you doing?
I'm great, and you?
I'm fantastic. How much of Credit Alert have you gotten since that song came out?
Since that song came out, I've been getting more of debit than credit too. I've been getting more of debit because, you know, we need to keep things going, you know, with the whole promotion, marketing and all that. So actually, you know, it's Nigeria now. Yeah. Some funds need to go out, you know.
Absolutely. So the debit usually comes before the plenty credit.
Before the credit.
So it's like you sow a seed,
yeah, of course.
Then you reap the harvest.
Pastor King.
Preach it, brother. Kocee, you're in Nigeria.
Yep.
You're Cameroonian.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you have a Nigerian vibe to you. I told you earlier, you used to have a Nigerian vibe. So tell us about this relationship with Nigeria, Nigerian industry, Nigerian music. We'll get to jollof and football. But talk to us about your Nigerianness, if I could say that.
Actually, I hear that a lot. First of all, I hear that a lot from the airport to wherever my apartment or the people that I work with. Most of them, they don't even accept, they don't even believe that, okay, I'm Cameroonian. I don't know, but maybe that's because I'm from the English part of Cameroon that is having maybe some similar cultures with, you know, Nigeria. So I always come here too all the time. Since from the beginning of my career, I always make sure I come here like 2 times a year. You know, I always make sure I come here like 2 times a year because I always want to come learn new things, you know, the music business and all that, work with other people and stuff. So sometimes, you know, I'll blend with them, you know, sometimes even the pidgin and all that, the food. Of course, I love the food, spicy and all that. They even give me a name, like I told you, your name, Kayode.
They gave you Kayode. Hey, that's my namesake, guys.
Yeah, so, I mean, Nigeria is a nice place, very welcoming people, polite, and I believe that all the times that I've been here back and forth, it just brings in that, you know, merge. And so some of them, they don't really believe I'm Cameroonian like that, you know.
Kayode.
Kayode. So let me call you Kayode now. Kayode. Nigeria Super Eagles, I recall, adopted your Credit Alert's anthem as their own anthem for when they defeated Ghana in March 2024. I mean, this year when they defeated Ghana.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
I was shocked, first of all, because I think that was the same day that the song dropped.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it happened the same day. It dropped around 12 p.m. and then they used it in the evening. I'm like, hey, what's going on here? How come, you know? So, I mean, it was a thing to me because my own Cameroonian team has never used my song.
you see, we Nigerians are
you know, yeah, I know, actually, no, it's not I want to bash my people and stuff like that. It's just me being shocked, you know, because they used it that same day. So I called my manager. I'm like, what did you guys do? Did you do something or stuff? They say no, they didn't do anything, or they just loved the song genuinely and they used it. So I was happy. I think we did a repost on it.
And that got you a lot of Credit Alerts. So drop your tights here before you leave. Because I'm giving it to the Super Eagles for using your song, and it brought lots of fame to that song. A lot of people started knowing Credit Alerts.
Thank you.
So since you say that a lot of people say you look like Nigerian, maybe you remove your shades. Let's see how Nigerian you look. Can you do that?
Oh my, I never sleep so big.
Those eyes.
No, his eyes.
So you got your eyes. Okay. But let's walk through it. I know that for you, this is business.
Yep.
Why are you targeting the Nigerian market?
Okay. Being the #1 for my country, I felt like there's a limit. I felt like I needed my music to touch all the people, and I didn't bother coming to start afresh. You know, getting into a new audience, and I believe that we are in a very big space called Africa where we can explore as much as we can. We can just limit ourselves based on what our our colonial masters have made us understand that, okay, we need to, and then they need to, you know. So we if we could have that space where we could all be united as one Africa, obviously it won't be bothering to say, okay, why are you singing from Cameroon? Maybe mine would have been a city or something, you know, and Nigeria would have been another city or another state or stuff like that. So I just feel like Africa is so large and has so many cultures that we can actually benefit as much as we can. You're seeing now the likes of a lot of, American celebrities and artists. They are now getting into the African culture. Some of them are using Amapiano now. You know, the Nigerians can use Amapiano, and some will even get nominated at the Grammys with Amapiano and stuff. So I just feel like with the diversity of culture, I cannot stick on this just being a French artist. Because obviously in Cameroon, the French community is larger than the English one. So most of the times, if you want to make it back home, you will need to sing in French. If you don't sing in French, they won't really, you know, get your music like that. Because the English is just 20% and the French is 80%. So sometimes I have to write my lyrics, then I translate them to French. So, and God be so kind, me not even being French, I got the bigger songs back home and stuff like that. So every time they listen to me, they will see me like a French artist and French. I sometimes like, don't put me in the box. I don't want to be in the box. I want to be an African artist.
So as a Cameroonian, you didn't feel any way when Cameroon lost on many fronts to Nigeria? You know, they lost the AFCON. Well, according to somebody said they use Bahoshe to hit out Ngannou. Talking about what's his name?
Joshua.
Anthony Joshua. Do you feel any way when you see that happen?
It's all a game.
It's all a game. That spirit.
You know, so I believe that we are all black people and we are one. If we put that in our heads that we are one, you know, there are so many things that we're going to overcome.
You're also a rapper. So how do you even infuse your genre of music? Should be Afropop, or what would you call? Let me give you. Should I give you a name, or you have a name for it?
Trust me, I don't like
boxing yourself.
You don't like boxing yourself. That's why you also rap. So before the end of the show, you definitely rap. But how do you infuse? I mean, you're singing and then rapping, because I know there are two different things.
Well, I started off like as a rapper. You know. First, I got inspired by the Ghanaian rapper Sarkodie. Because I never had any plans of doing music and stuff like that. Only when I heard him, then I decided to. So I started off as a rapper, doing all the freestyles, doing covers and posting on Facebook and stuff like that. And then I realized that, okay, the audience for rap is kind of small. You know, and I really want my music to touch a lot of people. That's why you see me in Nigeria here too now, because I want my music to impact also Nigerians, to also know that, okay, who Kocee is and stuff like that. If it can touch you, motivate you, encourage you in one way or the other and stuff. So I had to switch and started learning how to sing. Now I started listening to a lot of Afrobeat artists. I started listening to Kiss Daniel, Davido, the likes of Whiskey, you know. So I was listening to them a lot just to get that mastery of how to do make a gyration song, you know, and a danceable song.
Fantastic. So you're a lot of things: rapper, singer, dancer. Actually, I've seen your videos where you dance so well. Wow, you guys like a quadruple threat. Also an influencer, fashionista, all-round creative artist. And I think we need to commend your craft.
Thank you.
And then you're a good businessman too. You've thought about how to break into bigger markets. And I see what you're doing. I saw your image with Burna Boy. You described yourself as a Dogo of Cameroon. But I need to touch on something. Credit alert. You sort of used a beat that is known with the Igbo tribe. I mean, in DK, for example, the remix, that's the same flow. And I saw the video you did. You were dressed in the Igbo attire, and it really sold. I've seen you with some major people from the Southeast tribe, and you're cutting across. So speak to us about how you struck gold. Literally, how you struck that gold. Mastercraft produced a song, featured Pato Ranking on it. So how did you do that link up? You need to give us an insight.
Shot by TJ Mori.
Exactly, shot by TJ Mori, exactly.
So actually, I had to find someone that I'm going to partner with, and I found Bridge Afrique, run by Victoria. we've been talking since I released my first album. So I came here when I released the album, we promoted the album and stuff, and they'd be like, hey, I feel like we can, partner and stuff like that. You know this terrain very well. You know a lot of people here are inside the entertainment sector. So I feel like we can partner in such a way that I come in with the music and stuff, and then you make sure you give the right contacts, marketing and all that. And she was down with it. I think we started off this year. We just started off Kickstart this year, 2024. Yeah. So she's been making those connections easier for me, to get to some people that maybe if I have to start reaching out to them on Instagram, maybe they might not reply you and stuff like that. So yeah, I tried reaching out to some, but for Pato, I met Pato in Cameroon. We had a concert together in Cameroon. So after he left, I told him, Baba, we'll guys do something, just don't forget me and stuff. So he said, okay, when the right time comes. And when I came, I had to make sure that I work with those who are up there. Mastercraft has been one of the, until date, he's still proving that, okay, he's the master of his own craft when it comes to music production and all that. So when I made him listen to the song, I made him listen to the a cappella first, and they all like, hey, same question you asked him, where are you from? And stuff like that. Nigeria. Let's just produce this song, forget about where I'm from right now, And we did that song in a space of 45 minutes. He did the beat, the record and stuff. We sent to Pato. Pato was like, oh, okay, I love this, So he told me I'm going to get it in 2 weeks. And exactly 2 weeks, I got it. He sent it to me, and he's been so supportive, so engaged, making sure he's going to call, how are things going for the flyer, the video, have you contacted this DJ, It's hard to see some artists, bigger artists that will collaborate with you, and then they invest themselves. Like so far, he's been doing so much. He brought me on stage at AY Live.
Yeah, saw that. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
And you saw the reaction.
Yeah. I was like, hey, okay. And someone told me that there are a lot of people who are struggling to climb on that stage and stuff. And so I just thank God that, he's putting in the right energy, and we have the likes too of other celebrities who have really been helping me, like Chris Clown, like White Money of Big Brother, and we were with Obi Kubana too.
Exactly.
He actually really
You're literally everywhere. I wanted to find out from you how difficult or how challenging it's been to break into the space, because we have loads of A-list artists who are. In fact, at the Grammys, as you know, out of the 5 or 6 people that were nominated, the rest were Nigerians, apart from Tyler, of course. So you have Burna, you have Wizkid, you have Davido, you have a plethora of people. So how challenging has it been coming from Cameroon, neighboring Cameroon, to break into this market?
To me, Nigeria being the most populated country in Africa, there is a lot of challenges, and you guys are menu. Normally if you get in somewhere, they say if you don't see a Nigerian, go back. If you go into any country, make sure that there are Nigerians there. If they are not there, it means something is wrong with that country. So just go back to where you're coming from. So with the population and that you guys have, and how much you people to decide to consume theirs and all that, it's very. I can't say it has been easy, and I can't say that I've conquered the market yet. I haven't. When I'll conquer the market, you will know.
I like that spirit. I mean, Pato Ranking, that, what was it? The feature with Pato Ranking was very... Pato Ranking is a very good artist, and someone you can learn a lot from when it comes to tone, singing, and all of that. So this is also a great platform to tell us, who would you like to collaborate with? You talk about Pato Ranking, you've spoken about, but I didn't hear Burna Boy, Wizkid, and all of that. I don't know who you would like to. You have mentioned some people you like their style. But who would you like to collaborate with?
Presently, Burna Boy inspires me a lot. Not just around the music, around the music creation, but on his performance, how he, his stage appearance and all that, how he carries himself, and also his style of dressing and all that. And he's that one person who, when looking at his story and I see how far he also started and stuff, it really inspires me that okay, nothing is impossible. If he could be that long behind the backstage, I can call it backstage because the days where all the Wiz and the Davidos were making big hits and stuff, but now Burna was not really in the conversation like that, and he's been patient all this time, and he still came, and now he's at the top of his game. So I really admire working with him. Of course, I want to work with David too as well. I want to work with Kiss Daniel.
Kiss is good.
Kiss Daniel to me is one of those African genius, like in music genius that Africa got.
No bad songs.
No bad songs.
I don't even know how he does it.
Hits. It's always a hit back to back.
Always.
Fantastic, really, and we're here for this. Yep. Every step of the way. I mean, we love you. I'm sure you can tell. Nigerian Market. I know you did a video, like a vox pop, where you're asking people, do you know Kocee? And that's brilliant. That shows how intentional you are about your craft. You went to the streets, asked people. Fine, a lot of people know dough of spaghetti.
I think two people they have heard the sound somewhere, but they don't know the artist. So
and then they finally got to see. By the way, the way you even infuse some culture of northern Nigeria, or what we see around people that make the maize spaghetti, egg and spaghetti. So it was like the meshai and all of that. So ask them to make eggs and spaghetti. So it's quite interesting how you approach your craft. But you strike me, when people look at you, they see your craft, but they wonder what your story is. You strike me in Nigeria, they'll say you look like an ajebota. You know what ajebota is, right? Yeah, so you strike me as an ajebota. So tell us about your background. Who is Kocee?
I'm not ajebota.
That before it, so just tell you the story.
Well, I can say I'm not from a wealthy family. Well, I'm just from an average family where we could have 2 square meals a day, So my dad was a retired taximan and mechanic, and then my mom is a retired nurse. So I'm the last child of 10. Wow. So every holidays I'll go to school and then come back to my mom's shop, and so we were selling wine and whiskey. So every time I'll come back and serve people, I was actually like barman now. So till my mom struggled with my dad to finance my education until I backed my bachelor's degree in business management. Then music came in after my friend made me listen to Sarkodie for the first time. Wow. So it seems like there was a call. It seems like there was a call, but somebody had to come, because it's not like after bachelor's I was thinking of doing my master's. Music wasn't there. So since he made me listen to Sarkodie, this love and passion for music just came in that day. I started downloading all his songs, all his EPs, his albums and stuff, started listening to them, sounding like him. Sometimes I was speaking Tree at one point in time. Yes, that's how passionate I am. If I want to know something, if I want to learn it, I will do everything till I get it. So I got my first recording deal with Big Dreams. They signed me through seeing one of my freestyles on the media and stuff. So they called me. It was one of the biggest labels back then. So I was like, oh wow, thank God. So I signed with them. From there, it's been back to back. Our contract got finished. Then I had to take forward as an independent artist. Started producing myself and having my own team and all that. So it's basically
from barman to a man with bars.
Oh,
right.
Lyrics.
That's some bars.
That's, you could take that out of that line and put on your next song.
Brilliant. So let's get back to Cameroon.
Yes,
Nigerians don't know so much about the music there, apart from people like Bianca and a few others. So paint us a scenario of how the music space works there. I know it's predominantly French. Say 80% French, and you're from the English 20% of that population.
Yep.
Paint a scenario. Maybe since you've lived enough in Nigeria, because it looks like you're literally in Nigeria. So in terms of your comparative analytics, you can posit, pick a scenario from Nigeria to help us paint a picture. Because this is Africa. It's a big continent where we're over 1 billion now, 53 or 54 countries. There's a lot we can do together. So walk us through the space called Music Space in Cameroon.
Actually,
and maybe mention some names that we're not familiar with.
Yeah, the likes of Kocee, Stanley, Jovi.
Kocee seated here.
The French actually dominates back home. French actually dominates. Like you got to sing in French. Okay. Trust me, because the English community is very, very small. Very, very small. The English community actually, they share border with Ecom. I think the Calabar people, Cross River, yeah. So you can buy bread here in Cameroon, you go and drink tea here, you know. So that's how close they are. That's why you see a lot of English-speaking Cameroonians. They can easily relate with people here. Like most of the times, I can say that because English is my first
language.
Yeah. So
where are you from in Cameroon? Just
I was born in Kumba.
Okay.
That's the southwest.
So it's close to South Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
That's the Igbo in you, I can see.
Yeah, a little bit of that. So actually, it's the French music that dominates, and most of the times I see that. Like I was on live with White Money today, and I asked him to name 2 Cameroonian artists that he knows, just 2. He says I'm the only Cameroonian artist that he knows.
We know Libianca.
Well, I mean,
I get it. Oh yeah.
Libianca, yeah, Libianca. Though we don't really take her Cameroonian. She's more American and stuff. She grew up there and stuff. So we put her on that diaspora.
So you go do that in Cameroon. Nigeria, we claim ourselves. So.
No, we claim her.
If you do well, even in Finland,
we'll say you're Nigerian.
We don't play with her.
Yeah, we claim her. But I'm saying that, for example, if there's supposed to be like a local award ceremony and stuff like that, obviously Libianca would not be around now because she lives in the US, you know. So she's representing us over there and representing us globally, you know, and they will still, for those now who are actually in Cameroon, though, you definitely need to, you know, get to sing in French for your music to penetrate. But now when I asked why I've known him, he said he knows just me. And I was shocked, like, but we have the likes of Stanley, who have done a song with Davido, who has done a song with Mr. Easy, Blanche Bailey has done a song with Buju and Joe Boy. Now, why is it possible that, you know, you don't know? And that's why I did that census, and I went to the street and really asking, like, okay, I want to understand. You know, some people were like, why would you do that, bro? You're a big artist, why would you do that? I said, just know that if they don't know me, all of you are there too. So all of you know, say, when I get work to do, because if they don't know me, just forget it. So it means we all have a lot of work to do, and that's because speaking with a lot of Nigerians, I think a lot of them just know that Cameroon is all about French. They just know that it's French, parlez-vous, like they're gonna say. So, but I try every time.
We know him. We know him, and your president Paul Biya.
Yeah, I mean, you have to know him.
Well, we can't not end this conversation without talking about jollof, right? Because that's the most interesting part. But you have to answer. Think before you answer these questions.
Yes, sir.
Nigerian jollof or Cameroonian jollof? Think very well. You know you want to do collaboration with Nigerian artists. Which one?
Use jollof, say my people now.
I will ask it. So choose one before we round up.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Cameroonian jollof. Why? Let me explain. Let me explain. I understand that Nigerian jollof is a thing here, but back home, we don't. It's not when we're actually naming menus and stuff. We don't really name jollof rice like that. Like, it's not actually part of a serious conversation. But I see how serious it is here, and also in Ghana, and I see that is obviously. I don't think you're gonna tell me Cameroonian jollof is better than Nigerian jollof.
Always patriotic.
Yeah, patriotic.
Yeah, so
okay.
We start from there. You know,
choosing to be patriotic.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's very smart of you. So Nigeria would hopefully play against Cameroon again. So
Ghana will fight against
Joshua again. So we'll see then. But we need to wrap up on a high.
Yeah.
We need to hear something from you. The barman that has now become the man with the bars. So you have to give us some of these bars, perhaps from your latest song, Credit Alert, or from 2 Egg Spaghetti. That's a transition, right?
Yeah. This is spaghetti.
Yeah.
So you want like an acapella or
anyone?
We can give
That's
you
your
the beats.
camera, by the way.
Okay. Well, let's just do an acapella for the latest song, Credit Alert. You want to do a beat with your mom? No debiting for my account. Money go they enter in excessive amount. No debiting for my account. Pounds and dollars go they flip up and down. Only credit alert, no debit alert. Hope you understand. Only credit alert. For BJF bank. No debiting for my account. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kocee right here on the morning brief.
Right.
Nigerians can relate with that credit alert song.
No, we do not want
on different levels.
No,
really.
Not now that the dollar is behaving anyhow.
Exactly.
Nigeria the naira is rebound.
But it's getting better.
Absolutely. Kocee, we wish we could go on and on. We could call you Kayode, right?
Yes.
Kayode Kocee. KK, right?
There you go. My namesake, Njang Collins, but we all know him as Kocee. That new song is out, Credit Letter, so make sure you stream that song. Watch the video. He featured Patoranking, produced by Mastercraft. Video was shot by TG Omori. So it's a mix of Nigeria and Cameroon. Kocee, thank you so much.
Thank you, too. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We look forward to seeing you on all of the biggest stages across the world.
Thank you.
I will pray for those big collaborations you're looking for.
And we pray most.
You've worked hard enough. I think you deserve.
Absolutely.
You deserve the break-in.
And the best is a Credit Alert. May it continue to come in.
Amen.
Okay.
And that's how we wrap up on the show this morning. It's been fun, really. All of the conversations, but you can continue with us offline. #CityTV Morning Brief and on WhatsApp. I am Kayode Okikelu.
All right, and that's how we round off here. Make sure as you go out, continue to get that credit always on your phone. It's more important than debit, seriously. But that's it on the show. Thank you for watching. I'm Anne Umawodo.
This is welcoming Anne again to the show for the first time. Thank you for watching. I'm Jeffrey Uzama.